Welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, I'm going to talk about graphical representation of angular momentum. So angular momentum play a very important role in quantum mechanics. As we know from earlier lectures that this expectation value of j square is equal to h cross square j into j plus 1, and from here I can write down expectation value of j, or it can be simply written as like this, and it is h cross j into j plus 1, right? Or sometimes we may simply call it as j, right? So this is the value of this. Sometimes we may call it by this or this or this way, right? So that means j is simply the value of j will be h cross j into j plus 1, right? That's what we have to keep in mind. Also, this jz expectation value of this will be equal to mh, or sometimes it is written as j at z is equal to mh cross. Sorry, I am missing square root here. So these are the two things which we have to keep in mind. Also, another very important thing that we have to keep in mind, it contains three components, jx, jy and jz. That means say it is angular momentum j, and it has three components. This component is jx, let me call it as this component as jy, and this component as jz, right? Now let us assume that this is jz axis, and let me call this as simply jxy, means this is representing xy plane, right? Simply, and the j will be written like this. But if I try to look at their values, then this j is simply h cross j into j plus 1, but what is the value of this will be equal to? It is mh cross. This is nothing but this is the value of jz, right? So j can be expressed in this way, and jz means its z component can be expressed in this manner. So in terms of this three-dimensional diagram, I can express it in this manner, right? So it is j and it is jz like this, and this jz is equal to mh cross, and this j is equal to h cross j into j plus 1. These two things we have to keep in mind. It's a very important thing. So let us understand this concept by taking some example. Also, we have to keep in mind this is the angle theta between jz and the j. Keeping all these things in mind, let us take an example, and the example will be, let j is equal to 1. So for j is equal to 1, there is possible values of m minus 1, 0 and 1. So if I try to look at it, then it can be represented like this. right? So for j is equal to 1, the value of j will be equal to j into j plus 1 under the root into h cross. So it is h cross 1 into 1 plus 1 under the root. So it is root 2 h cross. Its value will be root 2 h cross. So let me do one thing. Let this is the radius, and say here it is right. So and say it is z axis. Let me draw it carefully. This is one and this is another axis. Now say it is jxy and it is jz, and say this is j simply, and this j is equal to 1 into root 2 h cross, and corresponding to it this value will be unity, right? So it is 1 h cross because m h cross is the value of jz. So it has three possible values, means minus 1 h cross, 0 h cross, or 1 h cross. So this is one value, 1 h cross, and similarly there is another value, we call that is equal to minus 1 h cross, and there is another value, it is the 0 h cross. These are the three possible values. So that means z component is either 1 h cross or 0 h cross or minus 1 h cross, and corresponding to it this length is again will remain root 2 h cross because it is the radius, and this will also remains root 2 h cross, whatever may be the value of this jz, right? But now this is making an angle this, and this is making an angle this one, and this is making an angle this one, right? And this angle comes out to be 45 degree, and this comes out to be 90 degree, and this comes out to be minus 45 degree, and we will talk about it later. Sorry, this angle and this angle, and right, this angle is 90 degree. We will talk about these angles later on, right? So these are the things which we are getting out of it. So this is the graphical representation of j and jz for j is equal to 1, right? And for this the value of this will be minus 1, 0, and 1. And let me try to calculate this angle, because this is the angle between, if I go back to this diagram, so if I try to look at it, this diagram, then it is, let me call this as A, let me call this as B point, and this is C, and say it is making an angle theta. So in triangle ABC, this AB upon AC is nothing but cos theta. AB is nothing but it is the value of jz, and it is AC is the value of j, it is equal to cos of theta, right? That's what we have to keep in mind. So let me try to find out this angle. So that means this cos theta comes out to be jz over j, and it is equal to mh cross over h cross j into j plus 1, and it is equal to, this h cross will cancel out with it, and it is j into j plus 1. Sorry, under the root will also be there, so it's the square root, right? So that means this cos theta comes out to be m over j into j plus 1 under the root, or theta comes out to be cos inverse m over j into j plus 1 under the root, right? That's what we have to keep in mind. So now for this, what we call, for j is equal to 1, just a minute, okay, open it again. Yeah, so that means this, for j is equal to 1, the value of m will be minus 1, 0 and 1. That means this theta comes out to be cos inverse minus 1 over root 2 corresponding to these two values, or it is cos inverse 0 upon root 2 corresponding these two values, and it may be cos inverse 1 by root 2. This corresponds to this value and this value, right? And corresponding to it, it comes out to be 135 degree, or we call it as minus 45 degree, and it is 90 degree, and it comes out to be 45 degree. So that means we are getting discrete values of theta. So that means theta is also quantized. That means angle between j and jz is also quantized, right? This is a very important thing. Similarly, we can take another example for j is equal to 2, and corresponding to it, the possible values of m are minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. So let me draw a circle. This is one axis, this is another axis, right? So that means there is two possibilities. There is one possibility is this, another possibility is this, there is another possibility is this and this, and let me call it as, it is 0 h cross, it is 1 h cross, it is 2 h cross. Similarly, it is minus 2 h cross, it is minus 3 h cross, because this is jz, and it is jxy, and say this corresponding to it, it is intersecting here. Similarly, corresponding to it, it is intersecting here, and so the radial vector is nothing but it is the total angular momentum, and that can be drawn as That means this value, the value of j will be, for this is equal to, this j is j into j plus 1 h cross under the root. So 2 into 2 plus 1 under the root h cross. So it is equal to 6 root 6 h cross. So that means this value is root 6 h cross. This is also root 6 h cross, and this length is also root 6 h cross. This is also root 6 h cross. This is also root 6 h cross. Right? So all are equal. But these values are this one, right? So these are this is the graphical representation of angular momentum. And let us have a look at the angles. Now this is making an angle, this with this axis, this is making an angle this, and this is making an angle this one. And similarly I will talk about these angles. This is one angle, this is another angle. So these angles comes out to be, theta comes out to be minus 30.26 degree, and this one is minus 30.26 degree, and similarly this angle comes out to be minus 65.91 degree, then this angle is 90 degree, and similarly other angles comes out to be. So let me write down these angles. This is 65.91 degree, then it is 90 degree, then 65.91 degree, and it is 35.26 degree. So these are the angles which are coming, and these all the angles are quantized in nature. So this is the graphical representation, and similarly we can represent for higher values of j. So thanks for watching this lecture.